EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Chicago Bears. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Now Trubisky on first down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time.
First down.
From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10 at the 48-yard line. Trubisky going to try and run. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So after the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22. Trubisky gives to Cohen. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They're going option play on third down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
For the field goal, a 34-yard attempt.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check. 21.
Throwing again. Ryan. His throw incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up third and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Play action. It's Ryan. Flush to his right. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said.
That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big-time play there for the Falcons. And even 40 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Calvin Ridley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Crew able to connect on the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky quickly into the hands of Robinson.
Trubisky's pass.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Always thought Allen Robinson was a high flyer from his days at Penn State, and none of that has changed with the Chicago Bears. If you throw the ball out to the perimeter, if it's a 50-50 ball, more times than not, he's going to come down with it. And some say he was the victim of some subpar quarterback play last year. He didn't let that bother him at all. Still had 98 catches and over 1,000 yards receiving. Allen Robinson just goes out and plays hard each and every week.
And Robinson with a big catch. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for Chicago. Play action. Now Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down.
And that may have been incomplete, but he reminds me so much of when my dad used to take me to the baseball stadium and watch the home run hitters in batting practice. I'll get to the stadium early just to watch this kid throw it. He can throw it out of the stadium.
And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Bears on the move. They've got another 1st down. Here's Trubisky to throw. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Complete.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
First down.
I would think that by now people are done underestimating Tariq Cohen because of his stature when they see him at about 5'6", 5'7". But he can do it all. He can run inside, run to the perimeter, but he also catches the ball really well out of the backfield. He had more receptions than carries last season. He kind of looks like Darren Sproles, who's been his inspiration as an NFL player. In 2018, Tariq Cohen was a Pro Bowler as well.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Trubisky. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it 1st and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7. Bears 3.
They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have retaken the lead. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
The score, Bears 10. Falcons 7. Cairo Santos.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nice...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Jalen Johnson. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A gain of 9.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Trubisky to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down. They'll run with Montgomery. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Tackling's obviously critical down near the goal line. That was great work there to make the hit behind the line and make sure he doesn't get any further. Did a really nice job wrapping up and not letting him loose.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. The Chicago Bears are in the end zone. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
Set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Hall not going to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
The Bears have to be excited about the rookie out of Notre Dame, Cole Kmet, a Chicago native. He actually selected number 85 in recognition of the Bears' 1985 NFL championship team, the Super Bowl champs. And by the way, his dad was on the Bears practice squad at one point. So this kid falls right in line. I love his athletic ability. He'll learn from the veteran Jimmy Graham. And last year, the Bears tight ends, J.P. Holtz, he led the team in receiving 91 yards from the tight end position.
Brings up
2nd and 2. 1st down marker at the 8. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. This is a quick pass from Trubisky. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. He'll try to run this one in. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On 2nd down now, it's Cohen, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Throwing here, Trubisky. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
37.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On first down, Ryan. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here we go. Here we go. 11. Jump.
Play action, Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
32-yard line.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan. They set up the screen to Hill. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Quit talking about it. Hey, check.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Check like 21. Not nice, sweetheart. Hey, check like 21.
Throwing again, Ryan. And his throw is incomplete. Kyle Fuller there defensively.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Ryan will throw again. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And his kick is good. And that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20-10. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky, pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he completes it to Cohen. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Greg Dortch back deep. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there.
And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked up by Kyle Fuller.
By the Bears. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on first and 10. Final play of the half, it's Trubisky. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time, one play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. They go play action with Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From midfield now, here's Ryan. And that's knocked away and incomplete. There defensively was Buster's screen to knock it away.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And here's Hoffrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Bears.
Now Cohen. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now an option play on 2nd down. A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And he goes out right around the 39. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 16 yards is the pickup there on a 1st down for Chicago. A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And
again, it's Cohen. Touchdown, Chicago! Tariq Cohen with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as the Bears push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
No doubt.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Santos with the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now as a quarterback. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the rookie, Jalen Johnson. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
At the 39-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
And the Bears first
And while
down.
we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
A.J.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Got a man. It's Patterson complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down.
For the field goal. A 40-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is up and through.
Is good.
And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So that's 3 field goals for him now, but heck, he's not even halfway to his career best of 7.
Seems like the 7 field goal games are the kind of games I always get assigned to in my other job. Let's hope for this offense's sake they can start cashing in on a few of these drives.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Ryan to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Play action. It's Ryan. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports.
37.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal.
A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Again, Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Noah Fant, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons get a bit closer. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sailed, right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn up appears to be working.
Well, he's going to have to find something right now to stop this offense.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
That gain on third down, good for 28 from Falcon territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. And some room to run now. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6. First down, a run with Cohen. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A good effort there, 9 yards, but it's going to leave him looking at a 4th and 1.
4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll go for it with Bell. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. Le'Veon Bell unable to get in. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Now Ryan. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Buster Screen. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And now look at him go. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Falcons.
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
10-10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Back to the air, Trubisky after the pick 6. The screen pass here to Cohen. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Complete.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a fourth quarter advantage.
He was brought down by
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Now we're going to get a stoppage. There appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. He's picked off near his own 48. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. After the interception, here's Ryan. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Ryan. Gets this one to Hill. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the Bears,
steps away to his left. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Buster Screen. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
3-yard pickup.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because We've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. It happened in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now, standing just outside his own goal line. On the return, Dortch. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Ryan. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. And that'll set him back 5. One last shot for Ryan. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Akeem Hicks just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence.
I heard a flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my way.